All right, welcome back to the Midday Lounge. We got couch conversations with Coco. Listen, this one's gonna be a little bit different. So what we do is we find little chicken nuggets. People ask us certain questions, things that's going on inside the culture. So recently, your boy Woody McClain sat down with the Pivot Podcast and he talked about his right before he was doing the Power, why he just started Power, that he was struggling with his acting career. And then he went to his neighbor house, they put crystals around his neck and prayed over him. And then he says 2 days later, his career skyrocketed. Again, recently, he came back and said that his career has kind of been spiraling since the end of Power, and that when he goes for careers, he's been typecasted as being a thug and being a gangster as a black actor. And now that he has 2 twins on the way, he feels like his kids are going to see him in a bad light. So, also, I got another thing on. We got a little quick clip on these crystals, and then Coco's going to tell you what she think about it. Let's check it out.
Crystals are demonic, but how many Christian men have gotten down on one knee and presented a ring made with a diamond, which is a crystal, to a Christian woman?
Crystals are not demonic. Attempting to use crystals to backdoor the spirit realm, that's demonic. Worshiping crystals, that's demonic. Thinking crystals are going to have some type of power or spiritual cleansing type, that's demonic. 2025, biblical literacy is a must.
Ooh, actually, this is pretty deep. Talk to him, Coco. What we thinking?
I feel like anything can be demonic. So, you got people going to church. They got going to church, putting on a front. So, I personally don't think that crystals are demonic, and nowhere in the Bible does it say that. If you can pull up a scripture to where it says the crystals are demonic, then I want to see it, because I haven't heard. I've never heard that. I just feel like since it's not in the Bible, people say that it's demonic. What about rubies? What about sapphires? If you look up those type of stones, they're in the Bible, and that's some type of crystal. And if it's here in the earth and it's a natural element and it's God placed it here, you should be able to use it for what you want to use it for. So it's just like
I think I'm a side with the lady at the end said. That's just me. I ain't knocking nobody else. I think she said, I don't think crystals I don't think they're evil. I don't think they're demonic. I think the use of certain things could be. And this, I'm going to take this, dang, this is going to sound mad. So shout out to anybody. Voodoo. Like, let's just be honest about it. I don't think a chicken leg or, when a little chicken's arm is demonic. But when they use it to conjure up certain spirits and demons or whatever, quote unquote, right? So I don't think crystals itself are demonic. I think it's sort of how people utilize conjuring or trying to reach God. So they say, because now the question is, are you talking to God or are you talking to something else? We don't know, but I think she might be on to something. She said the use of these items and how you use it might be that. And because the Bible, you're right. The Bible don't talk about nothing about crystals. But it does says the only way to get to God is through the Son. It don't say nothing about going through crystals. It don't say nothing about going through the rocks or any sapphires, rubies. He just said to talk to the Father, go through the Son. So I don't want to say demonic. I think they might just be going about it the wrong way, because black people just like to use demonic loosely.
It look very loosely. You can take anything and make it demonic. I mean, if you go to the church and then you steal a cross and go beat somebody out across the head with a cross, then that's demonic. So it's like how you use something, it really depends on what is deemed as demonic.
That's what I'll say there. And that's Coco's couch. What we gonna call this segment? We still
couch
practicing
conversations.
This.
Couch conversations with Coco.
Couch conversation with Coco. It's too many seasons there for me. Global R&B.